Hi, Ashleigh and Katie here from Your Choice. When we look at survey results, we're starting to see an increase in youth using marijuana. And one comment we always get from parents is, I used to smoke when I was a teen and I turned out fine. So Katie, how would you address that with parents?
Okay, well, first of all, what we want everyone to recognize is that it's a different drug. So I smoked weed when I was a teenager, and I mean, you guys could argue, but I turned out fine. But, the weed that I smoked and the weed that most parents smoked had a lower THC. So probably around maybe 10%, 6%, depending on the quality of the weed. And what we're seeing today we have dabs, we have the concentrates, we're seeing better growing methods. So with that and with the advances in technology, now the weed that we're seeing is about 30% THC, and which is high and changes the structure of it altogether. And then we're also seeing, with the dabs and the concentrates, and we'll link a video in the comments below, like what dabs are and what the risks, but the THC can be, up to 90%. So you may have smoked weed and you may have turned out fine, but it's a different drug today than it was when you used.
Right, good points. Also, our biology is different. So as a parent, you might have smoked it and been fine, but your kid has different genetics. So they might try it the first time and become addicted, or they might have other consequences from that. And so it's really important for parents just to know that your kid's different from you. Also, their brain is developing. And when you put a substance into a growing brain when it's developing, it's priming itself for future addiction. So it doesn't mean that if they smoke weed, they're going to progress to other substances. It just primes their brain to be more susceptible to other substances. And we'll put a link below on how THC attaches to neurons.
Yeah, and then the third thing I want to mention too is when you're saying that, you're really dismissing high-risk behavior, because wherever you are on the spectrum of whether you think it should be legalized or not, everybody can agree that teenagers shouldn't be, using substances just for the reasons that you talked about, but we shouldn't be adding that to a developing brain. And so when you're saying, oh, my teen's smoking weed, I smoked weed, I turned out fine, what you're doing is you're dismissing that high-risk behavior, and you're saying high-risk behavior is okay. And that might not translate over to anything else, but it might translate over to different substances, harder drugs, we just don't know. And so we'll put a link to in the description section below how to set consequences, how to follow through on those consequences, and how not to dismiss high-risk behavior, but also not to overreact as well.
If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And to learn more about Your Choice and our prevention programs, please visit us at yourchoiceprevention.org.